Hello, girlfriends, and welcome to Saturday Live. I'm super excited for you to be here today. I'm excited to be here today. And today we are talking about spring styling secrets that will cover up your tummy, disguise your tummy, and your love handles. So basically, like the whole midsection is what we're going to talk about. Because you know what? Often, girls, often what happens is that we're all excited for spring, and then we realize, like, oh no, now the warm weather's coming. Now I'm gonna have to shed some layers. And it can make us feel a little self-conscious, especially if during the wintertime we've picked up a few pounds or we're just going through some body changes. So today I'm going to share some very easy styling tips that are really going to help you to disguise these sections. And I think they're going to surprise you. They're not the normal kind of tips. Let me just warn you, I have got a different approach to styling, and you will see that very quickly. So welcome in, everybody. Let me know where you're coming in from. Also, just to say to you that as I am doing live, you are going to see that there are some QR codes. I'm just hoping that this is okay. That wasn't working. So this is, yeah, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. So you'll see the QR codes that are coming up. Those of you who are on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube, and you'll be able to click on that, use that QR code. Also, as I talk about the items, it is going to put the links into the description for those of you who are on YouTube and Facebook. For those of you, hey, Buzz Potential, for those of you who are on Instagram, come on over to YouTube, Tracy Gold. It's Tracy Gold, a fashion over 40. You'll find me. It's much easier to navigate things from here, but hey, do whatever works for you. Okay, so girlfriends, I'm going to be hiding that for a little bit, and you will see that as I put the QR codes in there, these are the items that I'm actually talking about. Now, let me just say to you, these are all shoppable, but there is no pressure. This is a no pressure zone. This is a fun zone. This is the learning zone. This is the community zone. Oh, and by the way, let me just say to you, I'm very excited that if you do want to get text messages notifying you when I'm going live, okay? Because let me tell you, there are some changes happening to Facebook. There are there are all kinds of things. Sometimes you'll get notifications even if you subscribe, even if you click the get notified button on YouTube, you're not always going to get those. So you can text the word fabulous to 518-750-2243, or you can use that QR code on your screen there, and that will actually send you to a link and you can sign up there. Okay, let's get started. I'm so excited. Let me know for those of you who are on where you're coming in from. Okay, so let's talk about the whole midsection. Now, I don't know about you, girlfriend, but I have hit perimenopause, and I feel like this has become like a battleground. I'm just like, I get bloated for no apparent reason. I'll suddenly I'm not lying to you, like 2 inches out of what I'm used to, right? Like in the width. When I actually measured, it was like 4 inches. I gained like 4 inches around my waist and around my belly. That's quite a lot when you're used to a certain body shape, right? And so this is what we experiencing, and there can be no apparent reason for it. I can be getting my period or not. It's just like, and who knows what's going on, like, I don't know. So I am also personally very sort of sensitive about this, right? And so it's a topic that's close to my heart. And also what I find, girlfriends, is that often we look at each other and we think, oh, but what is she worried about? That's nothing for her. But like on my body shape, if I'm adding 4 inches to my waist and to my stomach like overnight, that's gonna feel big for me. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to feel big for me, just like your body thing is going to feel big for you. So what I really want to encourage is for us to be kind with both ourselves and with each other. Don't poo-poo somebody else's thing, right? So I've heard lots of times people say, "Oh, but you're slim, and so therefore." Well, we all have our stuff. Okay. And this area is generally the area that I'm finding women over 40 are the most concerned about, that and the upper arms. Now, I dealt with the upper arms last week. And so if you want to go and take a look at the replay, feel free to do so. The topics may be different. I've also got a whole bunch of videos on upper arms. Today, I'm going to be focusing on the belly and the love handles. And they kind of all come together. They all work together to assist us. Hello, divorce lawyer Denise. Good to see you on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube. So Tracy Gold Fashion Over 40 is where I'm coming from. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my number one top tip that I think is going to blow your mind. Okay, I'm like right off the bat, I'm giving that to you up front. Defining your waist is the best possible thing you can do to cover up your tummy and your love handles, to disguise, shall I say, not to cover up, to disguise, to minimize. Now, that may sound pretty wild because what mostly happens is that when I say that, women go, oh, but that's going to emphasize, that's going to make my tummy pooch out. Actually, I'm going to prove to you that it doesn't. And if it does in one way that I'm going to show you, because there's lots of ways that you can define your waist. Lots and lots and lots of ways. And they're less complicated than you think they are. They're less exposing than you think they are. Okay. So when I actually share with you these things, if one method doesn't work for you, hang 10 because there will be other methods that do. Okay. So why do I say defining your waist is the most important thing? Well, first of all, when you define your waist, you actually create a sense of making your legs look longer. You give yourself some shape and you put your body into proportion. It also de-emphasizes, it creates an ascent and a focus point and detracts away from the parts that you're not wanting to show. Okay, so how do we do that? Now, it can be as simple as wearing a dress like what I'm wearing. So you see nothing, it does not have to be super tight and super like clingy and all of that stuff. It does not have to be that. What it can be here is giving you some little bit of waist definition and some little bit of shape. Okay, so this dress here, and when I stand back, you're going to see what I mean. This dress is actually cut into an upside down triangle shape. It has waist definition, and because this is wide at the bottom, it makes this look narrow in comparison. Now, if I were to make this more like this, okay, take that away and make it more like a block, what is it going to do? It's going to either just make you look completely block-like, and or it's going to make this look bigger. So that is the thing. When you have the hem at the bottom is wide, it's much wider. And you see, this is very soft, floaty fabric. So we're not talking about sort of like real skater dresses or something with a very hard fabric. We're talking soft, flowing, really beautiful fabric that's going to do that. And the width at the bottom is then going to balance and make this look narrow in comparison. So already what I'm doing, and for a lot of women, just that can be something that makes a difference for them. Okay, so this is one way, and this could be simply that you wear it on its own. It has a little bit of waist shape. Also, what works really well with this particular dress is that it is printed. And printed dresses definitely hide more than solid dresses. I have got solid dresses. We'll be talking about that in a minute. I'm going to just give this one to you. This is the dress that I'm wearing. It is called the mermaid print. You can have it in shorter. You can have it, you can have it in different fabrics as well. If you don't like this fabric, you can. You can even adjust this. So for those of you who have got girls and you're thinking, oh, but that I would need a bra for. Yes, you may need a bra for this. And so what you can do, look at that. We can spread that out and give you this. You can cover up. I've even got a cami on underneath, girls. I've got like quite a thick cami, and can you see how that's already covering? So a bra strap is totally coverable, and this is adjustable here. This is the drawstring, so it can adjust. So here you can have you covered there. But I already know what you're saying. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, but my arms. Okay, now we did do arms last week, so I'm not going to focus too much on arms, but I am going to show you this little trick, and I'm going to show it to you also because it covers up the tummy. Okay, so let me show you what this does. So here again, and it's going to cover the love handles as well. So because the love handles and the tummy seem to go one to one, right? They seem to all go together. The love handles get emphasized a lot depending on the waistband that you're wearing. So that's a whole nother topic of conversation. But today we're going to focus on just some of the basics. Okay, so here you go. This now is going to further emphasize your waist. And by the way, if you are feeling anxious about the waist definition thing, I want you to think to yourself, where is my waist? And I want you to feel where your waist is. Girls, your waist is not down here. I know we wore hipsters for a very long time. And so what that did was that kind of made us feel like this is our waist. Our waist is high up here. That's the main point. And so what we want to do is we want to emphasize that. We want to create this even a little bit higher, almost like here into your solar plexus here, and then have the thighs go down. And what this does is it covers up the belly. It gives even more coverage for the belly. It also emphasizes that. And look at here. So we're keeping that nice and covered, and it's not cutting into you anywhere. That is the thing about love handles, is that love handles, these things that happen over here, often happen more because of the waistband that's underneath it, right? So if you're wearing something that's pushing up and out, that's going to show more. That's where the waistband of your jeans becomes really important. If you're wearing a dress like this, you're cinching that in. It's soft fabric. It's beautiful fabric. It drapes your curves. It works really well. Let me just hide this. So this is the magic blouse that I'm wearing now. Let me just hide that. Okay, there we go. So I'm hiding that. And now can you see how waist definition is happening here? Also further coverage of the belly. Okay, so this is the thing. Girls, your belly is your belly. It's what it is. All right. I could go on a whole discussion around what, like, we have so much shame around our bellies, and yet our bellies is what brings birth, what brings life, what actually brings children into the world, what it is the center of our creativity as women. So I would love for us to become less shameful about our bellies. But our bellies are what they are on any given day. And often what happens is that we dress so big and baggy to try and cover them up that becomes the focus. What I would love for you to do is to dress in a way that de-emphasizes the belly. So when I talk about de-emphasizing and covering, I'm talking about drawing attention to here rather than to here. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is a difference in that. There's a marked difference in that. So these ties here also are quite nice and bouncy. And so they draw the eye down the body. They give you a little bit of coverage. They even feel like they're giving you coverage. Okay. Even if you're looking at it from the side. Okay. Because this is often how we look. We tend to go, oh, is something pooching out? And we look at the side. But you have to realize that as women, people are looking at you all the way around. Okay, they are looking at you they're not looking at the very places that you think they're looking at. They're looking at you from a different perspective. Okay, so this is important. All right, so this is going to give you this magic blouse, and you can wear this with a pair of jeans and a top on underneath it. You could wear it with other dresses that you may have, any dress that you need to cinch in and give some definition. Plus, you've got a little bit of upper arm coverage. The whole upper arm, the reason for this is in other videos. You can go and check that out on my channel. Feel free to do that. But this is the main focus, okay? The belly. Now, there's another way. Hello, Jackie. So good to see you. There is another way that we can de-emphasize the belly. And this is personally my favorite one, and one that I use myself. Okay, so this is the number one, and it is very counterintuitive. So, this is why it's such a big deal and it makes such a difference, because often we don't think it's going to make such a big difference. We almost think it's the worst possible thing that we can do. But belting is one of the best things you can do to cover up the belly. But it does depend on the belt. Okay, so you will notice this is a curved belt. That makes a big difference. A curved belt makes a big difference. Now, I'm going to tie this here. I'm going to just show you. When you are belting and you've got volume, what you don't want to do, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to do this, okay? Because what does that do? That puts all the volume to the back into one place. You don't want that. What you do want, however, is this. Pull some of the pieces to the front, okay, so that you can balance it out. And then takes a little bit of getting used to, but it does work really well. And then you put your belt on, okay? And you can tie this to whatever length you want it. I like to leave it down because it draws the eye down the body. Also, remember that anything that draws the eye down the body is de-emphasizing the belly. It's actually, when it's drawing it down, it's not drawing the eye across, which is amazing. Now, you have it across in the right place because it's high up, but you want it high up into your waist. That's what you want. High up. That's going to de-emphasize, okay? Now, what's so cool is that you can maneuver these gathers. Hello, Krista. You can maneuver these gathers and you can have fun with this. Do you see what I'm saying? Now it's making your legs look longer. It's de-emphasizing your tummy. You're not noticing your tummy. Because, girlfriends, this is the thing. When we dress to try and cover up, we're actually going to make it look bigger. So if you go big and baggy and long to try and cover up, it's actually going to make your body, it's actually going to make your whole body look without shape, and your whole body is going to look bigger. Whereas when you're emphasizing your waist, there's less emphasis here. There is a lot less emphasis here. Also, you're like it's a smoother feel, right? Because the dress is wider, so it's floating over your beautiful curves, and it gives you this hourglass kind of look, whether you have an hourglass shape or not. Okay? So, girls, I also just want you to know that for those of you who are here for the free gifts, we have got free gifts a little bit later in the show. So stick with me. So it's free gift on purchase of all purchases will have free gifts attached, which I'm very excited about. So feel free to stay with me, and I will tell you about that later on in the show. Okay, the next one, and I'm very excited about this. I am so excited about this. I've been working on this waistcoat for a long time. Okay, for me, a long time is a week to be working on a design. Although thought process wise, I've been going for a while. So I used to make waistcoats a long time ago, and I did not bring those patterns with me from South Africa. That's actually where my accent's from, for those of you who don't know. And so I was feeling like, oh man, I wish I'd brought those patterns with me. But the thing was, I wanted to make a waistcoat that is really easy to fit. So it's actually better that I went from the beginning. And look at how much stretch there is. This is also fully lined front and back. Okay, you'll notice front and back. It's got lining, it's got the same fabric on the inside to offer that kind of support as well. And it's got a beautiful shape. Now, it's really important. Now, this is not on my website yet, just so that you know, but it is in the works. It is in the works. It's coming. But this is a wonderful way to de-emphasize your belly, and definitely to de-emphasize the love handles. Okay. And the reason being is because you can have something fitted on underneath it. You know, when sometimes you have those kinds of tops that you love the color of, but now you're like, they're too tight. they're catching me in all the wrong places. This is the perfect piece to put over that. But it is also designed with shape. You will notice everything that I designed has always got either it has got absolute defined waist or it has the potential to have the defined waist in that you can belt it and you can cinch it in. But it's always going to be smaller in the waist. It's always going to have shape. That is the thing that's important. Okay, so you'll see that this has got a really nice shape. Look at that. Ching, look at that. And then this can be zipped up or not. So this is a really fun piece. Now, I'm not going to be doing it on denim because this fabric is no longer available. And I just had this small piece of fabric to try it. But can you see how cool this is? It's going to be in a black and gray, like a black with a dot, and a brown and a navy blue. It's coming soon. I'm very excited. I'm super excited. But what is so great about this is that it can define the waist super easily, gives you that shape without having to wear a belt, and it's going to cover up the love handles. Can you see that? Plus, then if you want a little bit of extra sort of coverage over here, this is made a little bit wide. I didn't cut it out very wide open because I want to make sure that if you have a bigger breast, that you'll be covered and you won't have all that gaping that sometimes happens with waistcoats. So this is going to give you that coverage. Plus, can you see how it actually skims the upper arm a little bit and makes the upper arm look narrow? Okay, that's a whole nother, again, upper arms are all in previous videos from last week. Okay, so this is not, I cannot give you the QR code for it because it's not on the website yet, but this is coming soon and I'm super excited about it because it's such a great piece. Can you see how that works? Yay! Okay, so let's talk about, let me just see here. I may want to, yes, let me do a jumpsuit now. Hold on. Girlfriend, it's so wonderful to have you. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know in the comments. It would be so great to have you. Also, let me just quickly say that if you want to get a text message before I go live, so just before I go live, then you can text the word fabulous to 518-750-2243. And I'm going to put that up here while I quickly go and get the jumpsuit. Just to say, no, actually, I'm going to put on a different one. Hold on. Let me just find this piece here. You can also use this link. So there is a QR code on, hold on, let me go there. There, you can use that QR code and it will take you directly to the sign up form if you prefer to do it that way. Hello, Starlight. So good to see you, girl. Okay. Also, later on in the show, girls, for those of you who are interested, is that I have free gifts for all purchases. All clothing purchases will have free gifts. Depending on how much you buy will depend on the value of your gift. Anything from $20 to $150, like free gift. Yes. It is. Okay, so underneath I just have some leggings and a cami so that it's easy for me to change. Now this, by the way, this dress comes in various different shapes. Okay, so let's go to something a little different. So we're going to do do I want to do a jumpsuit or I'm going to do this dress first. Okay, so a wrap dress is another thing. Only 6. What do you mean? Only 6? Starlight? I'm not sure what only 6 means. Okay, so while I'm waiting for you to answer, then I will do this. Okay, so let me put this up real quick and hopefully that actually, hold a second. Here we go. Okay, there it is. All right, so this is the next way that you can define your waist and de-emphasize your tummy. And again, let me just say to you that a printed fabric is going to do that much easier than a plain. I am going to show you a plain though in a second. I'll show you a plain next So hang 10 if you do want to see plain color fabrics, because I do have them in the collection. I do have them here on my rack. Now, what's so cool about this style is that it wraps around higher up than what you're used to. So for most wrap dresses, what I find is they tend to go quite low down and then they emphasize the tummy. That's not a good look. So let me give you an example. Let me show you what I mean. So often the tie comes down here and then you're wrapping it around here, and look at what that looks like. Okay, let me just take the QR code away. Let me just take this. Let me just find it. Here we go. Wait. Okay, there we go. Whoops, it came back again. Okay, so this is how it tends to look, right? It very much emphasizing the tummy. Even if it's slightly above it, that's also not going to work. You want it to go high up into your waist, almost above your natural waist. That's going to be the best possible thing. Okay, like that. Look at that. See? Now, there are other ways that you can wear this dress, and I'm super excited to show you, because these are tummy disguising ways to to wear this. That takes it even further. Again, also what you're going to notice that it has a flared hem, it has a triangle hem which draws the eye down the body. All of those things are there to elongate your body, to de-emphasize your tummy, because for the most part, those are the things that women are concerned about. Okay, now watch this. It works like magic. You take this, you twist it around, pull it up, and look at this. Here we go. Now I am de-emphasizing my tummy even further, and I'm still emphasizing my waist. So this is a great option for those women who are maybe pregnant, who have a very poochy tummy. This is also a really great one. Also, if you just like this style, because I even like the style, I think it's really fun. So it's giving that volume, but it looks intentional. You see, the thing is, girls, what you want to be careful of is when you're trying to cover up a part of your body, you can actually end up giving it more emphasis than not. And that's what we don't want. Okay, so check this out. Look at how fabulous this is. And now this makes it into a shorter dress as well. Makes it in. Now I've got leggings on underneath, but you can wear this as a shorter dress. It's really fun. Look at how fab. Plus, deep V neckline, de-emphasizing the girls. You can wear something on underneath it. You could even put a little pin in there, and that would hold it and give you that coverage. It is just such a fun look. The other thing that you can do, and let me show you, and this is the wonderful thing, is that when you have clothes that adapt to your body shape or to your changing body, as these clothes do, as these clothes are designed to do, then whatever is happening on the day, let's say, like me, you wake up and you have like 4 inches extra as a bloating around your tummy, then you can wear it in a different way that maybe you would wear it on a previous day when you don't have the bloating. So I think that is the thing, is really to have those things in your closet that you always feel good in. Now, you can actually just wear this as a very simple little gilet, little duster type of thing. You could have a dress on underneath it. But the way I like to do it, especially if you're having a tummy issue, you kind of want to break this a little bit. You can pull this there and look at how it turns it into the cinching dress. So take that piece higher up. Look at that. Okay. Put a belt on it. Put a belt on it. Put a belt on it. Here we go. Put a belt on it. And voila. Look at that. Do you see the difference? So now what it's doing, again, emphasizing your waist, de-emphasizing your tummy. Your tummy's underneath that. It's drawing the eye down the body. It's cutting the expanse of the belly. That is what you're trying to do. And you could wear this, you could wear this over jeans and a t-shirt and have this as your extra layer. You can wear this over something that you need a little bit of shape for, because it does have that shape. So these are very simple things that you can do. I promised you that I would show you a solid color dress. So let me show you a solid color. And also, I want to explain that this this fabric was not an easy fabric to find. I had to find something that was a little bit heavier, but not too heavy, something that's going to drape beautifully and do the same thing that this mermaid dress does, but in a slightly different way because it is a solid fabric. And a lot of solid fabrics tend to cling, and that's not the most attractive look. Okay, let me just see here. Hello, Victoria. So good to see you. I believe you had a birthday the other day. Happy birthday. You know what? I'm hardly ever on Facebook. Like I know I'm doing lives on Facebook, but I personally am hardly ever on Facebook. But I was on Facebook very quickly and I saw Sue was there as well, which is great. Oh, she's such a lovely person. Give her my love for me. Okay, so this is girlfriends, this is the solid, okay? And I'm gonna put this in, hold on. Here we go. Hello, Jazzy. Jazzy loves to come and say hello. No, not now. Okay, so this is the solid, but look at the cool thing, girlfriends. It's solid, it's a dual tone. So it's not just one color. All right, I'm going to hide that. Now, what is so fun about this dress is that it does the same kind of thing as, just a second. Okay, there we go. It does the same kind of thing as the mermaid printed dress does. But the weight of the fabric is a little heavier. And you need that, girls. You need that when it's a solid. Because if it's in a thin fabric, you come close and it's going to show everything. And I really, really needed this to have that beautiful volume in front, like in the folds to be able to work. And then again, you can do the same thing that I showed you with the other one, with the mermaid, is that you can put on the magic blouse. And the cool thing about this is the magic blouse comes in the green as well, so you could do it. And look, then you've got the contrast at the back. Or you could do the green one. The green one, and you have the contrast in the front. Okay, so it just depends. And now, listen, I would say probably that if you are really wanting to de-emphasize the tummy, that you wear the color, you wear whatever color you're going to wear on the top in the same, you keep that simple in the front because that may even further de-emphasize. So in this case, what I would probably do in the case of if I'm the most concerned about my tummy, then I would wear the blue and the blue in the front, and then I would wear the blue magic blouse. Okay, because that's going to create even more of a streamlined look. There you go. And de-emphasizing. Again, but this has got shape, see? So even if you're wearing it on its own, which it is designed to be able to wear on its own, you have this shaping in here. Can you see that? You have that little bit of shape, and then it goes wider in the hem, and that is going to balance your belly. It's about creating a sense of balance. It's not about perfection. None of this is about being perfect because none of us are, girlfriends. I'm telling you, I have styled so many different women for the last 20 years, and we all have our stuff. We all have our issues. We all have the things that we don't like about ourselves. And even if in a certain stage we really love things about ourselves, things are gonna shift because we get older, our body changes, our lifestyle sometimes changes, all of those things. Okay, so this again also can be worn with a belt, so you can belt it. Okay. And there's another little method that I'm going to show you with the magic blouse that we discovered of late. And that's what's so fun about these lives is that you can discover this. You can actually, oh, I lost my train of thought. We discover things together, which is really fun. That's the beauty of live. Okay, so here you go. You can have it as a belted item as well, and it's going to give you that really nice waist definition. You do need to be careful of where the pieces go at the back. As always, you need to watch your ass, right? You can even fold this, which is really nice. And it will depend on, obviously, it will depend on your body shape and how this fits you. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you, which is a really fun thing to do, and I'm actually going to do it with the green for the contrast, but it will work with either, is that you can take this, all right, as a, let me just see. Hello, Ahmed. Thank you. Thank you, Donut. I appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you what I'm doing in a second. So you just tie the magic blouse like that, okay? And then you put it on. Here we go. And you can wear it as a jacket. Now, you can wear it just like this if you want to. It will give you some nice definition, but what really works nicely, I think, is creating a peplum look with it. And let me say to you girls, a peplum top is a very flattering top. It is so fabulous for de-emphasizing the belly. It's incredible. And even with the waistcoat, and I'll show you the waistcoat again with just a solid color, is that the waistcoat creates that peplum look as well. Okay, whoops, I'm doing this. Here we go. All right. Sometimes I'm just trying to work it out through the here. Now you see how again you're emphasizing your waist. You're de-emphasizing these parts here, and this can be tucked on underneath. See what I mean? It creates that peplum look. A peplum is great because a peplum can create the illusion that your waist is smaller than it is. It's really fabulous. It's a really, really fabulous look. Okay, and then let me show you the other. I'll show you the waistcoat as well. Here we go. And of course, ladies, there are so many different ways of disguising your tummy. There are so many different ways of doing it. I am just simply sharing a few of them today, but there's a ton. Okay. And I'm also sharing some of the easiest ones that you can just simply implement in your own wardrobe. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Again, give yourself, so the cool thing about this is that it gives you that waist definition. It actually defines your waist, and you don't even have to wear a belt. You don't have to wear anything constrictive. It just gives you that definition. And then the dress can be loose on underneath. Do you see what I mean? It can be loose underneath, but then this top part, this top layer gives that to you without giving you a lot of extra like warmth, because that's important. Okay, so I cannot give you the QR code for this one because I don't have it. It's not yet on the website, but it is coming very soon. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. I'm going to change tact, and I'm going to give you a jumpsuit. I want to try with some jumpsuits. And there's also a pant that I'm going to share with you just now as well that is great for hiding the tummy. All right. So let me I have layers on underneath, so don't worry, I'm not flashing anything because that's not what this channel is about. All right, just to let you know again, girls, is that if you do want to if you want to be on the text list to be notified when I go live, you can either use that QR code and that will take you directly to a little sign up form, or you can text the word fabulous. It doesn't matter how doesn't have to be all in caps or whatever the case is. I've tried it. You can text the word fabulous to 518-750-2243. Or you can just use that QR code and it will take you directly there. Okay. And that way you will get notified just before I go live and if I have any crazy specials. So today we are doing a gift, a free gift with purchase for Easter, since it is Easter Saturday. So if anybody's interested, feel free to let me know. It depends on what you buy, will depend on your gift. The gifts go from anything from the value of $20 to $170. Yes, you heard right. So make sure to, if you have been sitting on the fence for a while, if there's something that you really like and you've been sitting on the fence for a while, now is the time, girls. Now is the time. Everything is customizable. Everything can be done specifically for you. It's so fun. Okay, so I'm just going to hide that out the way so that I can tell you about this one. And let me give you this one real quick. And this should actually give you the link inside of the chat so you can go directly to it if you want to. Just a second. Where is this? Oh, here it is. Okay, there we go. Yes, there it is. All right, so this is the jumpsuit, and then I'll hide it and I'll show you about the jumpsuit. Now, I've created jumpsuits in stretch fabrics before, and I absolutely love them. Creating them in a woven was a little more complicated, but I'm very excited with the outcome, and it's fabulous. And it can come in different fabrics. So if this is way too bold for you, you can have it in a different fabric. Now, what's so cool about this is that the way the fabric folds, the way it cuts, it's drawing the eye down the body. If I come close up, you can see the kind of print that it is. I actually cut it on purpose on the down as opposed to across, because it had lines going a little bit across, and I never ever cut things in the with lines going across the body, because that's going to make your body look bigger. Okay, it's going to make you look wider. Rather to do it longer, because many of us are in the petite side of things, and even if you're tall, why make yourself look shorter? I mean, just emphasize it, right? Keep going with it. I love the idea. It's just so much fun. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Sheila. So good to see you, girl. Hello. Okay. So this is a really, really fabulous look if you're wanting to cover your belly, because let me say that that there is so much emphasis here. Okay. Plus, it is a jumpsuit. So it already gives you some definition, and the ties, the actual pleats are going down the body. Now, what's really cool is that you can also, just like the Wear Three Ways dress, is that this can be adjusted. So you can see I've got a cami on under, or I've got a top on underneath this. You can actually de-emphasize your bust if you want to by drawing this further out, okay? But I don't have that problem, so I go further in, all right? And then you can wear a belt. Now, in this case, what I really love to do is I actually like to just fold it over. It's really fun, and it works really well. Okay, here we go. And that is it. Woohoo! Isn't it fun? So this way, it really does, you know that it's going to fit you, because look at how big it is. And you can wear it like this. By the way, you can wear it like this. You can also, these are ties here on the side. So you can, these are slits. Oh, excuse me. All right, these are slits here. And so you can tie them like that. This is how I love to wear it. And then I also love to wear it with a belt. But if you want it as a wide leg, you can wear it as a wide leg. Again, giving balance for the belly. But there are other ways if you do not want to wear a belt. Oh, and by the way, okay, so if you do not want to wear a belt, there are other ways of doing it. If you have a very small waist, if you have a very short waist, you can also wear a thinner belt. You don't have to wear such a thick belt, but the curve of this makes a big difference. I was actually at QVC the other day, I was about to go on air, and we have a green room for all of, for the guest hosts. And one of the women that was going ahead of me, she had a very similar shape to me. She's quite straight up and down, and she was wearing a very thick belt, but she was wearing it too low. And so I said to her, well, if you pull that up a little bit and pull it into the smallest part of your waist, that's going to look a lot better. And it did. And then I said to her, I whipped mine off because I was wearing my belt at the time. And I said, hey, let me just try this belt on you. You can't have it because I'm wearing it now. Because she was right ahead of me. I was like, but just for something, to know something is that when you have a very either like you're very block-like and you have an undefined waist, you can wear a curved, if it's narrower there and then thicker here, it's actually going to create that illusion that you have a smaller waist than it is. So that's another way, as opposed to having a very thick belt all the way across. That sometimes doesn't work. And that's what's special about these, is that they are narrowed, see? And in fact, they can even be worn the other way around. So you can wear it like this, and you can have the thickness at the back if you prefer, and do this, right? And so you can actually break it up. Oh, that's quite fun. I actually quite like that. So you have all these different ways of wearing something that is really, really fun and can de-emphasize the tummy and the love handles all in one go. Let's look at another option that you can do. If you don't want to wear a belt, because not everybody loves belts, I get that. Let me show you. Again, the magic top comes into play. And this one, I'm going to show you one with a sleeve. And this is really for the ladies that do not want to show their upper arms, because it is important to have that as an option. I always have that as an option, by the way, girls, always. Okay, so here you go. There we go. Look at that. So again, this is going to give you the waist definition, but there's no belt. And I have to tell you that it feels very free. It doesn't get even close to your tummy, and it gives you kind of that safety. And I would say that when you're on this journey, when you're starting out with wearing things with a little bit more shape, this is a great way to go. Okay. The other option, let me show you the other option. Again, I love this option. Okay, just a second. Hold on. I'm coming back to the waistcoat again, because the waistcoat is just fabulous. Okay, and there you go. All right, I've got a top on underneath, so you would normally not have this underneath, just for ease of. And you see how that waistcoat just cinches in, still allows you to wear it loose underneath, and then you can give it that shape with this peplum shape waistcoat. All right, so I have one last one that I'm going to show you, and it is a pants style, because I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, but Tracy, what about pants? And how do I wear pants to disguise? Excuse me. Now, I do want to just say that with jeans, that where your waistband sits is very important, and how tight your waistband is. If your waistband is too tight and it's sitting in the wrong place for you, it is going to push up and out, and it's going to create what they call the muffin top. All right. And I know how much you girls hate that. It's just not a fun look. So really what I've done is I've created a pant that I have found to be super, super comfortable, super adaptive to different body shapes, and adaptive to whatever is going on in your body at the time. Okay, so again, I've got layers on underneath, which makes this much easier for me. So I'm going to show you this pant style. And it actually works well because it goes exactly with the top that I'm wearing. Let me show you. I'll just put this over here. Okay. Here we go, girls. Okay. All right. So This pair of pants looks really weird when you first put it on. And I'll show you. I'll show you're gonna think, oh my hat, what is that? Let me show you. But it looks amazing. And I'm gonna just give you the QR code for this. Okay. By the way, for those of you who are watching in the replay, which I know is the majority of you, you can go to tracygoldnewyork.com and you will find all of these items in the collections. So feel free to do that because the chat will only show you the links 24 hours after the actual live. And sometimes not always that easy to find on YouTube. I don't know why they make it so complicated, but they just do. So the other option is just to also reach out to me, info@tracygoldnewyork.com, and I'm happy to help you. Okay, so this is how the pants look. So you may be thinking to yourself, well, how are they staying up, Tracy? Like, what is this? But look inside. There's a little connection here. Do you see that? Look at how fabulous that is. So what this is it's a little button and a elasticated piece that goes and ties there. What that means is that if you need to make it tighter, if you need to make it looser, you can move the buttons. Or what I tend to do, what I tell my clients to do is maybe just add extra buttons inside and then, oh, am I using button number 1 or button number 2 or button number 3 today? No big deal, right? They'll always fit you. And the nice thing is that when you go to the bathroom, you just have to untie one piece, one side. You don't have to untie the whole thing and it'll come off. Okay, so another thing to think about because that is definitely one of the issues. Now, the wonderful thing about this for the belly is that you can tie this as high up or as low down as you want it to be. And then this goes over here. Look at how fabulous. Now, again, you can put the tie, you can go into a bow if you want to. If it makes it look too poochy, then you can just tie it like that. Okay, and this comes forth, and you see how this goes up. Okay, so you can have it quite high up. So it's giving you some coverage for those love handles. It's allowing you to tuck in a top. And then if you need the coverage over it, you can just pop on over the magic blouse in either the same fabric or in a contrasting fabric that would also look amazing. Look at that. De-emphasizing the tummy again, it's these ties draw the eye down the body, de-emphasizing. It's giving you shape, it's giving fun. It is a lot of print. I love it. For me, it's great. For those of you who are not so crazy about it, you can mix it as well with some of the solids. So let me show you how you can do that. I have, however, found that this style hasn't yet worked in any of the solid fabrics that I've tried. I might be tempted. I think I might try it in this fabric and see if it actually works because I think it could be amazing. Okay, so let me do this here. There we go. So that is an option as well. So you can have the print on the bottom, you can have the top in a fabric, in a solid color. That can look amazing. Hello, Laura. It's been so, you girls have been so quiet today. It's so funny. How are you doing, girl? You were just in time to see the waistcoat finished. Because that was gonna be my next one. You can wear it like that with the waist, with the Laura, tell me, do you think I should do these pants in a solid? I've tried them with some fabrics and they didn't work. Some solid fabrics, but maybe it will work in this solid. I'm not sure. I can try. I'm willing to try. Look at the waistcoat. Oh, I know. It's finally finished. Look at how fun it is. Okay, so it actually has a open-ended zip here. Okay, so it zips up, gives the really nice V neckline. Hold on, let me just tie my hair up so that you can see it properly. So it has this neckline. And then it's got the V, and it's got that peplum look. Isn't it fun? I just love it. So this is going to come in, it's going to come in a brown. Let me see if I can show you the fabrics. Yes, hold on. Let me just get to I had it on my iPhone, but I'm using. Hello, the 50 plus talk. Hello, so good to see you. You should come and join us on YouTube. Tracy Gold Fashion Over 40. Okay, just a second. I'm just going to see if I can find you the fabric. So, Laura, these are the fabrics. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, no, not really. It's like it's a black with a little gray, with a little dot. So it's got texture. Okay, and then the navy, the brown, I know you like brown. The brown is this brown. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Here we go. That's the brown. Hello, Jessica! And then here we go. This is the blue. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can make these bigger so that I can, there we go. Let's just do that. So Jess, the waistcoat is finished. The 50 plus talk, why don't you come and join us on YouTube, Tracy Gold, Fashion Over 40, and I'll introduce you to some of the girls. This is such a great community. Okay, look, there we go. That's the black. It's actually a black with a little dot, so it's got texture. This is the navy. I don't know if you can see that. And then this is the brown. Okay. And then also I have another announcement to make, girls. Remember we were talking about the fact that sometimes you get notifications and you don't. And then also Facebook, for those of you who, I don't know if you know, on Facebook, they may be taking away APIs, which means that I can't stream directly. So I have set up a text list, okay, to let you know when I'm going live and when I'm doing crazy specials, which today I'm doing, okay? So if you want to join that and you can get 10% off of your first purchase, you can text the word fabulous to 518-750-2243, or you can use that QR code. Okay, so you can literally scan the QR code or use that to text. Okay, so this is, girls, I am so excited about this because this feels like, for me, it's a game changer. It's a complete game changer because it covers all the, on the sides. And then also if I'm having a blow today, which I've been having quite a lot lately, it just de-emphasizes the tummy and it's at that right level as well. Like I had it it was a little too high and I was like, no, we need a little bit more. We need a little more. We need a little more coverage. But look at how fun this is. So this is going to be available in a lovely black with a little gray speckle, and then navy and brown. Those are the colors that I'm doing them in. Now, today, if you do want to pre-order for every purchase, okay? So let me say, any clothing purchased. So if you purchase one item like you pre-order a waistcoat, or you order a dress, or whatever the case is, purchase a dress, you get a free gift of, you get some Italian socks for free. So you can choose. I have a whole bunch of really cute ones that are suitable for the spring, summer. I've got a polka dot. I've got a stripe. These are Italian socks. They're worth $20 each. And so you'll get your choice of a fabulous pair of socks. I love these. Girls, I absolutely adore them. And they're super soft and really beautiful. If you purchase 2 items, okay, of clothing, you can either get a pair of my sunglasses. Okay, so these, they come in two different colors of nude. There's this one or this one. Okay, so depending on your complexion, I love nude sunglasses. I've been wearing, I originally got these from Milan and everybody loved them. So then I sourced some that are similar. So these are called Tracy's glasses. And so that's that one or that one. And it comes in a little soft case. Okay. Or, so you can choose a belt or you can choose the glasses. And if you buy 3 items, you get a choice of either Stella McCartney sunglasses. I know. I know. Stella McCartney sunglasses worth like 300, they're normally worth around 350, but they are pre-loved. Or your choice of a Rebecca Minkoff bag. I have 4 to choose from. I have 4 to choose from. So those are the gifts, girls, because it is Easter. So since we're celebrating our greatest gifts, I thought we'll do gifts. Now, if you do want to purchase socks, Laura, if you just love the socks, you can purchase them. You can either get $20 each, or you can choose 5 and you get 1 for free. So that's another option. Okay, so if you prefer doing it that way, they're very cool, I have to say. Okay, girls, that is what I have for you today. Are there any questions? Are there any pieces that you want me to go through? I still have a lot on the hanger, like a lot on the rack. So if there are items that you really want to see, feel free to let me know. You can also go to tracygoldnewyork.com. Let me just give you that link again. That is here. Okay, so you can go to that. You can use that QR code, or you just go to tracygoldnewyork.com. And if you want to be added to my text list to find out when I go live, and also if I have, listen, I'm not going to bombard you, girlfriends. I go live twice a week. I go live on a Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, and then on a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so I'll send out a text message letting you know that I'm going live with the link so that it's very easy for you to find. So you're welcome to do that. And also I'll be letting you know that I'll also be letting you know if there are specials as well. So if I'm doing a sale, or I hardly ever do sales, but if I do like a crazy, like I'm doing today, where there's free gifts and that kind of thing, I'll be letting you know. Thank you, Laura. I'm so excited about the waistcoat. I think I'm going to wear mine today. So my husband and I are going out for dinner and then to a show. So I think I'm going to wear my waistcoat today with maybe my jumpsuit, this one, and I'll just layer it for the winter time. I think this is such a good one. Don't you think? It's so fun. Oh, it's just so cool. Okay. So girls, are there any questions? So Laura, this was something that Jessica, you know what? Are you still there? I think I want to answer your question. So Jessica messaged me, Laura, and she asked me if I would be open to making the shirt dress that I'm working on in a color block. Oh, you just jumped back on? Okay, good. So let's play a little bit, Jess, with the color block idea. Whoops. Let me use the red. It's actually right here. Okay, let's try this red. Okay, so for those of you, by the way, if you want to get a text message before I go live, so you don't miss it, because YouTube sometimes give notifications, don't always. Sometimes emails end up in spam folders. My emails have been ending up in my own spam folders. Lately, I'm like, oh my goodness, what to do? So if you want to get notified of things, I'm not gonna. You can opt out at any time. You absolutely can opt out at any time. Feel free to do that. Okay, so Jess, what I'm gonna do, I want to try this and see my reluctance, my nervousness about it. I'll tell you honestly. So Laura, just and for all of those of you who are on with me, Jessica's asked me if I can do. Oh, sorry, I have to jump off. Okay. Okay, perfect. We're gonna play with this. I tell you what, Jess, we'll play with this on Wednesday night. Let's play with the idea. I'm gonna give it some thought and then we can play with it. So Laura, what Jessica was asking is if I can do the hold on, let me just cut this. She was asking if I can do the shirt dress in a color block. And I'm just wondering, the only thing I'm wondering is that I want to make sure that, oh, yes. Okay, I've just answered the question. I've just answered the question. So I wanted to check and see if this will drape nicely. So if it's cut, so I'm doing a shirt dress and I want it to be able to be worn as a shirt and then you half tuck. And I think it will work because it drapes nicely. Okay. So I can tell Jessica yes. I can tell Jessica yes. I love it how you girls push me. It's wonderful. It's so great. I'm partial to the fabric you sent in the indigo reason, and the other fabric I'd love to see the shirt dress in a color block. Okay, so you would like to see it in, yes, the indigo rain, Laura, is still coming. That is a definite. I am definitely doing it in indigo rain because I think there's a time and a place for both. Which color block do you think I should do a sample of? I'm thinking red and cobalt. I'm thinking red and cobalt could look stunning. Let's try it. So this is the red. And this is the cobalt. Oh, what do you think? This could be stunning. The red and the cobalt, what do you think? Mm, I want to try one other. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I just saw something now because these two were laying together. What about what about chocolate and teal? Oh, what about chocolate and teal? Hold on, let me get this fabric. Let's see. Oh my hat, this is beautiful. Chocolate and teal, or both. Chocolate and teal, and red and cobalt. This is stunning. This could be absolutely beautiful. And then the belt, because it will come with a belt. I know. This chocolate, this is stunning. Oh, I love that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the sample in the chocolate and the teal. Let me see if I can do that by Wednesday night. No pressure. No, no pressure. The chocolate and teal is stunning. I really feel like that brings the teal alive in a way that is just unbelievable. And you know what it does? It brings in this feel, Laura. It brings in this kind of feel. And then it could be worn with a nice snake belt and brown shoes. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Yay! I'm so glad. So, girlfriends, for those of you who don't know, this is how I design. Okay, so I always loved when I ask for feedback, I really mean it and I implement what I'm getting. The other thing, Laura, I wanted to ask you, do you think I should make that I should try the pants in a solid color, the adjustable pant? I've tried it before and it didn't work. It just didn't. I don't know, in a print, it it disguises, but it didn't work so well in a solid. But I'm open to trying again with this fabric. But I think it would need to be done in a dark color, like a chocolate or even a navy. A navy could be stunning. Now I need to fold all these fabrics up again. Oh well, that's how it goes. So let me know if you think I should do a that would be a good they would be a good solid, but may not be as fun. I know, I know. You see, that's the thing is that and then it's like what tops do you wear with it? And you know what I mean? Navy might be good because navy you could then wear with like so if you have a navy, then you could wear it with a magic blouse like this. You could wear it with a magic blouse like the mermaid. Do you know? So I think that would be amazing. Oh, there's Jessica again. Jessica, I answered the question. We can do it in a color block. Okay, so Jessica says, Tracy, sorry, just wanted to say if you can do a color block shirt dress, I really need one for work. Maybe we can do the peridot and cobalt. Malik, you like these trousers? I think navy would work, and I can see it with a print top. So Jessica, that we could do. I just need to test. So we can do instead of your two tone, you absolutely can. Listen, if you want to swap it out for a shirt dress, that's totally possible. The only thing is though, that front back is amazing. That front back is so beautiful. And the color block shirt dress is going to be a side by side. I think it has to be. So let me show you quickly what we did, what Laura and I were discussing. Thank you, Melek. Oh, my hair. Thank you. Yeah, my hair is always a my hair is a topic of conversation often. Even when I was on QVC the other day, I was like, "Oh my goodness, can they stop talking about my hair so I can talk about the product? I'm going to get in trouble." the host hadn't seen me for a long time, and she was like, "Oh, your hair's curly now. I love it. I love it." And I said, "Well, is mine?" She was like, "Is it naturally like that, or is it?" The whole rundown on my hair, and I was like, "Okay, so the clock is ticking, and I have to talk about the bag." Oh my goodness. Okay, so Jessica, this is what we looked at. Okay, you want to add a waistcoat too. Okay. So you know what, Jessica, I'll tell you honestly, I really think the front back in the cobalt, and the blue is exceptional. Like I'm just telling you, the cobalt and the green, the front back is exceptional. I would keep this if I were you. And then if you want to do a pre-order, you can do, girlfriends, if you want to do pre-orders, you get your free gifts. So let me tell you again. So if you order one item, it can be a pre-order item, so you don't know what color you want yet, but like let me say, for example, if you know you want a waistcoat, but you don't know which color you want yet because you want to see the samples, you can pre-order a waistcoat. Okay, they are pricey, they're like $330. But you can pre-order a waistcoat because it's fully lined. It's the whole bang sheet. It takes a long time to make this thing. Let me just tell you. And it takes a significant amount of fabric because it's basically double the fabric. So you can pre-order, and then you get a pair of free socks. Like you can choose your socks worth $20 each. Okay? You can choose a pair. If you order, say, a dress and a waistcoat, you can either get a pair of sunglasses for free. So you can get either of these. These are my those are brand new, so I need to use my own ones. The nude sunglasses, either in this color or in this color. Okay. Or if you order 3 items, you can either get the Stella McCartney sunglasses. Okay, these are them. Or they are pre-loved and they're worth like $350. Or you can choose a Rebecca Minkoff bag for free. Any of these. If on an order of 3 items. They can be pre-orders. Okay. So they can be pre-orders if some things are still in the works, like the shirt dress. Okay, perfect, Jess. No problem. So that's for anybody else. For those of you who are new and you're not ready to order, that's absolutely fine. You may never be, and you are still welcome here. Okay, this is not a high pressure zone. And you can, if you want to get onto my text list. So, because listen, girls, let's get real. Social media has their own thing. So they don't always, even if you sign up, even if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which if you haven't already, please do. Even if you sign up to get notified when I go live, it doesn't necessarily send you a notification. So if you want to get on my text list, where I will just send you a text before I go live with the link to the live, you can unsubscribe at any time. You can opt out at any time. Plus, I'll be telling you if I'm having a special. I don't always do that, so I'm not going to be bombarding you. And I go live twice a week. So I go live at 12 p.m. on a Saturday, and I go live at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday night Eastern time. So if you'd like to be added to that, use the QR code on the screen here, okay? Or you can text the word fabulous. You can caps, doesn't matter. Fabulous to 518-750-2243. Okay, and that will automatically, it will send you plus it'll send you a coupon, a 10% off coupon from my website. Okay, so that is available to you. None of it is you don't have to do it. Okay, it all is up to you. This is a no pressure zone. And if you have any questions about any of the items, because everything can be customized. As you see, this is how, like, Jessica and Laura have been with me for a while. So they will say to, I often say to them, what do you think of this as a new style? What do you think of this fabric? And they're like, yes, I like that, or no, I don't, so everything can be customized. So it's Jessica's idea to do I'm working on a shirt dress that's going to be able to be worn as a dress and a shirt. And Jessica was like, can we do a color block one, please? you know, so then we work on a color block one. So can it be done? Is it going to work with the fabric? Yes, it is going to work with the fabric. Okay, so that's how we work. All right, so that is the way that I work, and I hope this is helpful for you. Feel free to reach out at any time. You can put in the comments on the channel. You can email me at info@tracygoldnewyork.com. And I would love to hear from you. Okay, girlfriends, thank you so much. It's been a great time having live. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you missed some of the tips, go back. You can watch the replay. Put in any of your questions. I'm happy to help you. Take care, girlfriends.